Hey, surprise attack. I have people sleeping next door, so it's gonna be a bit of a soft voice today. It is time to finish the Bookwalker. I have no idea what's gonna happen, but this is the last part of the game. Could be like 1 hour stream, 2 hour stream. We'll see soon. Just you and me, chat. Just you and me and my coffee. It's our last book, The Heart of Sand. Although I'm not sure what we need to steal from you. We'll soon figure out. You decided to keep working. Seems I don't have a choice. Shrugged hardly. After what happened? How did I manage to convince you? Or has another month passed since I last saw you? They spent a whole month convincing you? Not quite that long. Also, you're fucking in the way. Move. I'll be here today. I know what you're saying. Well, I need to finish this last job. To get rid of my shackles, I can write my own book. So all the same things that you rob later on. Just help me finish this. What are we looking for? A weather controller. Hey Zedric. Hello. A device that can control the weather? Seems so. Would certainly come in handy where you look around, the air feels like it's at least 100 degrees, if not 120. Okay, let's get to it. So we gotta find a weather controller. That's what's streaming. Thank you, Zedric. Have fun in your day. I move myself. I'm gonna be here. Oh. Yeah, we got a key. Go to the radio. We talked to this guy last time, but let's do it again. Small light blinking on the radio panel next to a worn out accept button. All the equipment covered in sand. You see a steel plate with a number 42 and next to it, next to the speaker. You're static over the radio. NFJ speaking. I'm taking over for the late senior meteorologist. The voice belonged to a very young man, but sounds confident, as though he's been giving commands over the radio for his whole life. Is anyone between line from 10 to 40? Is that us? Who knows? Somebody between line 10 and 40. I think we may be in range, maybe. We're breaking. What's your number? 42. Got it. Peter Jenkins, correct? I think Peter's will not making radio contact anytime soon. Is his body nearby? There's a skeleton in a chair. Writing something down. Thanks. I've noted that in the log. Must have been desiccation storm last week got him. What kind of storm did you say? Congratulations, you're the new operator 42, so I'm obliged to inform you that there's a death storm forecast between line 40 and 10 and 40, so you should be head towards town. You can take the shelter there. Hello Anton, how are you doing? Just in time. A death storm? You were not able to see it from your position, yeah, by showing on many instrumentally. All happening to get cut. Is it all right from here? Are there no storms in your zone? You could say that I'm not from around here. Or if you get caught in a death storm, you die. What other storms there are? The storms are quite rare in your area. I'm more likely to see fear in storm and many storms there. Oh great. What about you? Chill? Coffee and chill? Just coffee and chill. Well, let's get that train moving. Good luck. Alright, so this is where we stopped last time. We got a key. Start the train. One start, why not? Train's control panel covered in leaves. No, levers, buttons. Next one is gonna be so much fun. Ooh, 4 collapsed. Look at you. Got them a big boy. See a bunch of guards, so most of them aren't moving. All tank is empty. We need to do something about that. What else? Fuel tank is almost empty. Everything's set here. Cooling system is operational. So we need oil. We need oil. Old photo. It's a photo of a woman with her blonde hair in a ponytail. She could be a former operator daughter or maybe his wife. Moving up in the world. Yeah, you know, you gotta make a lot of Anthony's. Many ants. The more ants, the better. They're like a whole colony. I thought... Oh, what was it? Oh, next time you give me a hint in a game, you're Hintony. Hintony. There's a long list of names scratched into the wall, and each one is a different handwriting. A sharp nail hangs on a chain nearby. Hintony. You already have a whole colony. What's my job? Am I the queen? Looks like this is a list of trained previous operators. There's dozens here. Is this some kind of cursed train? We were probably just in a dangerous place. Last one is Ronald Miles. What about our dear departed Peter Pitt Jenkins? He probably didn't even have time to add his name. Let's add him. Poor dad deserves this list. Well, probably didn't know him after all. You take the nail from the chain and scratch Pete Jenkins' name into the wall. Not bad. What about yours? You're the operator now, do you want people to forget about you too? You're right, I should add it. You scratch your name into the wall at the end of the list, then put the nail back. Nice job! Couldn't put half of the effort in your other names though. I bet your own name the best? Yeah. My name is the best. I need to find another queen, but still. No queen, no win. You ready for the feed stream? In 5 hours? Whoa! Okay, wait, I'm gonna go back in. Just gonna go out to the desert. Oh, you should be scared. Wooden crate. Can open with an ordinary crowbar. We don't have crowbar, we do have some junk here, and a table. Ah, that's useful. Oh, I love it, the table's really close. Okay, we need to go out to the storm, I guess. Okay. For the feed stream in 5 hours. You should be scared. Scared that it becomes a tradition. Oil tank. Oh no. What do you see? There's an oil bag inside. It ate everything. Some mosquitoes around inside the tank. Ew. Can I skip the bugs? Is there no way we can get to town without the train? Are you afraid of bugs? Hey, get out of there. Nah, it won't come out. Suddenly, an oil-eating bug jumps out of the tank. Grab the bug. The bug's three sets of legs scrabble your heads. At your hands, it's clearly displeased. Ew, drop it. I might need it. You put the bug in a most secure pocket of your jacket. You doubt you'll actually need it, but you're enjoying Roderick's reaction. Add oil to the canister. The tank is small, the canister fills almost to the storm. Almost to the brim. It's definitely enough to get you to town. Okay. Okay, we done that. Oil bag. We'll do with it, but... You know, it's kind of funny because oil bag in Japanese would be aburamushi, which is a cockroach. Start the train. Take a training. Let's go. Do. Oh. The storm is approaching. Hurry. Anyone past 10 miles. Train 42. What's your problem? You're barely moving. He's right. I got a train started, but it's hardly moving at all. We'll figure it out. Fuel. Looking at the fuel panel, all indicators seem normal to this one. Cylinder 3 pressure. There's a greasy knob on the other side. Whoever gets this train next, I hope it's not you, Pete, you moron. Yeah. The pressure in cylinder 3 has some stability issues. Sorry about that. Actually, no, I'm not gonna apologize. By the time you're reading this, I won't care anymore. Deal with it yourself. Just kidding. Try hitting the panel, as usually works for me. Good luck with the train. Well, you should definitely be able to do that. Hit the panel. Something clings inside, something cracks. The train starts slowly picking up speed. Well, that wasn't too hard. Let's go. How will you do that? There's no death storm. Right. Radio. You pick up the radio. Right, work. 42, I can see you picking up speed. The weather's been all sort of crazy lately, even here in town. Yesterday a shallow storm all slammed us, and we haven't had one of those in 100 years. Do the storms usually miss the town? Of course. Only the joy of storm make it here, the rest usually pass us by. Like someone's controlling them, right? You can almost feel Roderick's winking at you. What could affect the weather like that? I don't know. This should all started after the senior meteorologist died. Come on, ask him about the weather controller already. It's obviously in town. Hey, have you heard of a weather controller device? Oh, what? It's a device that controls the weather. Is this a joke? I don't think he knows anything. Yeah, I guess the senior meteorologist had a controller and everything started getting messy after he died. We should ask around for him in town. If only we were something like that, my god. We'd surely be well off. Alright, I'll see you point now. Good luck in town. Until next time, jokester. Yeah, like if you had a weather controller system, you could avoid the death storms. Yeah. Okay, let's see town. Hello? Can I go in? A guard is trying unsuccessfully to open the door of the train. He notices you. Hey there! He briefly in your face, but apparently decides not to ask about it. This guy is actually causing a little traffic jam at the gate. Poor man got caught in a fierce storm on the way here. I'm not getting anywhere with you, but I have to make sure everyone in town before the storm comes in. Can we leave the train here and go into town? This is a train. Are you going mine, my guy? I don't think that's acceptable here. Go ahead and try, but be gentle. It's not the poor guy's fault what happened. Let's open the door quietly. Hey, who's messing with the door? I'm warning you, I'm armed. Let's not provoke him. Yeah. Calm down. Calm down now. I'm from train 42. Jenkins, is that you? Yeah, it's Jenkins. Your voice sounds different. A little hoarse. Yeah, hoarse for making up all the lies. Get the hell out of here, you're not Jenkins. I don't think there's a pistol out of this situation. You lean your whole body into the door. You hear the mechanism inside start grinding against each other. Just a little more. Come on, push. Come on. I think the lock's open. The door easily slides to the side. A scrawny man is sitting in the corner of the locomotive, arms covering his head. Get closer. Hey, friend. The man lifts his head. Where he sees your face, his eyes start widening slowly. Has there been even a single time when your parents actually helped in a situation? The man's eyes are still widened. Or does it always create more problems for us? Let me think. The man's eyes are so wide as they go. Now his mouth begins to open. No, it hasn't helped, not even once. I already told you, it's a disguise. The man lets out a piercing shriek and runs out of the train. You see him head into the desert, right towards the storm. Well, you definitely solved the problem, in a way. I guess I got the result I want. Sorry. Well then, I'll move the train along and then you after. In the meantime, go to the costumes and get your paperwork straight. Oh. Not what we wanted to happen, but... Quickly. Okay, let's go in. Wait, did I go into the train? Or... Daniel! Thank you for the hydrate. Yeah. Tomorrow we're most likely gonna do Uno collab with Diana and Australian Europe. It's in the plans. Start the train. Oh, okay. We don't start the train. We got manual. Ooh, Diana, you're red. Anthony colors. Wait, this is the costumes? You go up in this ladder? What? Oh man, this place looks like different maps. Oh, I don't know why, but for some reason I got a feeling I want to sit in this bench and rest. Why? Why is this place so adorable? Oh my god. Inspector is sitting in the cold dark office. He looks up at you and in a bored voice says, "Train number 42. The inspector digs through some papers. Are you Ronald Miles? No. Did you find the body of Ronald Miles? No, I found the body of Pete Jenkins. So after Miles, it was transferred to Jenkins. You know, my name is Etienne. Just Etienne? Yes. I'll write that down. Wearing a shabby coat with a strange rusty cage hanging on his neck. It's not shabby. His face, he looks at you, then looks down again. It's apparently disfigured. You You aren't a good looking yourself. Inspector doesn't react. Here's your ticket. He hands you an old yellow ticket, which looks like it's been passed around for years. 1 star town visit, 2 hours. Only 2 hours. You must sell all possession belonging to the train former operator before you leave town. Make that your top priority. I thought they were mine now. Inspector looks at you silently, trying to understand whether you're joking or you really don't know how things work around here. The train is yours, the possession is the people's. And what happens if I can't sell them in 2 hours? The items will go to the people. Okay, thanks. Go through. He opens the gates. What is that table? Bread? Oh, nice. Complimentary bread. Thank you. Let's see how this city looks. I got a feeling of a dystopian sand. Oh yeah, Final Fantasy-esque city. A young woman is talking to one of the travelers who passes her strange half-empty bag. Extend my time by 1 hour, please. He hands over the bag quickly and turns away. Hold on! The man freezes, hitting his head. Just who do you take me for? There's not even enough sand in here for 15 minutes. She shakes a small pile of red sand under the palm of her hand. Are you up to your dad tricks again? Do I need to call the guard? No, please, 15 more minutes, fine. Just let me catch my breath. I'll be on my way. The man slowly retreats. He looks extremely tired. The woman turns to an empty hourglass in one of the niches on the wall. Damn, Bella! She pours the sand from her hand into the hourglass. Then she picks up a radio, and you hear crackling sound coming from speakers, echoing all over town. Speakers, train 1, I-24, 15 minutes extension. She puts the radio back on her belt, then reaches out a hand to you without looking. Give her a ticket. Okay, yellow. She takes out a new hourglass and pours in enough red sand to reach the second mark on the side. Then she puts it in an empty niche on the wall. 2 hours starting out. Good luck in town. Thanks. See you. So they have guards. Oh, look at that. They have a sand. Oh, that's so cool. They have a sand hourglass for every train. I'm a train conductor. This place is the most colorful and bright that we've seen so far. 2 inspectors are standing by the train discussing something. I don't get it. Why don't you like auction idea? We always sell empty trains in auctions. This heap of scrap won't even make it a few miles. It's not a train auction. It's a premeditated murder of one of my people. It needs to be taken off the tracks to be scrapped. January is enough work as it is. Just got started all these electronics. Now it'll be next year. It'll be next year if she gets around the train. Should we keep it until then? Just have someone take the train and leave. They can ride around, maybe find a part and fix it themselves. I can't believe how stubborn you are. The guard storms into the train and you hear a sharp metallic clang. Then the man comes back with something in his hand. See this? Fine. He rolls his eyes. This is a damn brake handle. Should it be here in my hand, or should it be holding a train place? Let me go through the stuff myself. The inspector suddenly notices you in the skulls. The hell are you doing here? Nothing, just passing by. Keep going. He hesitates for a moment and then reaches into his pocket and takes a bag of sand. And forget everything you heard. Oh, they're gonna bribe us. Well, speaking of cards against humanity, I've done research and overall it's going to be a stream here. Since there's a slider to choose how bad the cards are going to be. Oh, okay. I'll trust you. Do we take the bribe? Anthony, do you take the bribe? You know what, it's not our turn. We're not from this world even. Let's take the bug. Who cares? I'll get out of here, don't interfere. The inspector turns around and loses interest in you. Yeah, take it. Look at you, bad boy. Maybe I thought of giving it to the gate lady, but I'll keep it. Maybe we can bribe someone else. The merchant is desperately trying to get your attention. His smile reminds you of a late-stage insanity. Hey, man! Hey, come over here! You got any sand? Yes, plenty. Oh, hear me out! Buy a melon! Sand melons! They're delicious! The name sand melons seem to describe them quite accurately. Small, shriveled fruit that look like they're covered in a layer of dust. Too much dust. Delicious. Look like no one's buying. They're scrumptious, I tell you. You think I would sell them if they weren't? As for these paint of mine, there won't be a single one left by evening. Sure. I'll just get going. We don't need to buy sentinels, right? Oh, they have televisions, tires, closet. What is this one? 7. A middle-aged woman is resting at the stoop of a train. A basin of laundry. Children's clothes sit at her feet. She stares at your train for a moment. She sighs, then leans against the train door, which buckles slightly under her weight. So you use the train 42, huh? She grabs a cigarette and takes a drag. Do you know the previous operator? Jenkins. He was my husband. Oh, oh wow, that was unexpected. She gets up heavily and starts hanging the laundry as if nothing had happened. I'm sorry. Are your hands clean? Take off your dusty gloves. Pass me the cloth. She nods at the basin and the diapers inside. Her nod sends ash flying from a cigarette onto the pair of men's pants hanging on the line. Hand her a pair of children's pants. You take off a dusty glove and pick up a pair of white children's pants. You glance at your hand for a moment. This is the first time in a long time that they've looked human. All that's left of the thin scars strapping across your palms. They probably won't ever fade. The woman takes the pants from you. Hand over the sheet of the basin. She takes out the sheet and throws it over the line. What's your business in town? Got stuff to sell? She blows. Cigarette puff upwards to keep it off the sheet. Yeah, your husband's possession. Things. Just random things, nothing interesting. The woman ashes her cigarette and you see her glance quickly at you as she takes the sheet. So, Jenkins' possession, do you need me to pass her a bunch of socks? You pile a few socks from the basin together and give them to the woman. But the woman doesn't turn around to take them from you. She stands with her back to you, not speaking. I'd say nothing. The woman's shoulder trembles, but it's barely noticeable. Sorry. Kinda like that. It's all trains here. It's a town of train. They come in with their train, then they stay here. It's their home now. Quiet woman. When you're in this train, roof is quite striking. By local standards, you're looking at a very well-kept train. Hello? The woman sharply puts a finger to her lips. Shh. You manage to get a look at her face. She is incredibly beautiful, even with a deep shadow under her eyes. Looks like the train has been washed recently. The metal and glass are gleaming, and the thin layer of newly settled dust just looks like an elegant decoration. Green stems away on the roof. You see Kalancho, Haworthia, and tons of other plants that you don't recognize. I'm sorry, did you need something? I wanted to ask, do you know how I can get into the upper district? I heard the meteorologist lives there. You can only get in there once you retire, and I think you still have a while before that happens. I do too. How do I get into there now? Like, today? The woman shrugs slightly, looks away towards the way out of town. Running your eyes over the locomotive, you notice an old trailer with dried up branches sticking out of the leaky roof. The longer you look at the trailer, the more you shiver. Chills run up and down your spine like something icy touched the spot between your shoulder blades. Aren't you afraid your old trailer might fall right off? The woman continues to look towards the way out. Yeah, the trailer is quite old. If it falls off, it falls off. The corners of the woman's mouth turn up and she shakes her head. What do you do? It's not the woman doesn't hear your question, she just stares silently, watching. Just when you think she's not going to answer, she starts to speak. I'm making it through life day by day. I meant the plants. Oh, the plants, I used to enjoy nurturing life. The woman looks at the old trailer and stiffens for a split second. You see all the muscles on her face tense, but in an instant, the illusion passes. What's inside the train? Things, old things, and ancient things, toys. Why are you carrying them around? I thought it was better to travel light in the desert. I don't know. I'd rather keep them with me. The woman frowns, but doesn't tell you to leave yet. Do you know anything about the meteorologist? He tells us when storms are coming. Is that it? Do you know anything else? The wind turns her head to look at you straight in the eye. You can't read her expression. I won't keep you any longer. Thanks. You turn to leave, but suddenly feel something crawling across your neck. Whoa, an oil eater! Hey, it's our bug! It seems that the oil bug in your pocket is finally trying to escape. Swipe, flick it off. You put your hand over your neck. Stop! Leave it with me. Okay. She walks over and opens the door of her train, picks something up, then returns to you. Here. She's holding 2 old dusty bags of sand in her open hand. 2 bags for this gross little bag? Is she insane? You won't hear me complaining. You carefully remove the bag from your neck and pass it to the woman. She gives you 2 bags of sand. Thanks. The woman nods gently to you, then turns her attention to the bag. Let's go. This world is so chill. I love it. Oh wait. We can almost make a crow. Is that cheese? What do you sell, mister? Get out of here, outsider. Okay. Door to junkyard. Let's see what's in here. How do we get up to the meteorologist? Oh. There's gotta be something here. Always something in someone else's trash. Yes. I believe we can make a crowbar now. Pull the grating, but it doesn't move. Maybe there's a way to go through the sewer. You see an old woman digging through the pile of scrap metals. She picks something that looks like an old computer case, then rakes out the microchips and wires if they were parasites on a ripe piece of fruit. She tosses the cleaned out computer into a pile to the left. Do you want something? Then she picks up a new one, not paying any particular attention. You've got a lot of computers here. Yeah. She's concentrating hard on her work. Where'd you come from? She gives you a quick glance. Jenkins bought them a week ago. He dug up a whole warehouse full of electronics. Oh. Was Jenkins a nice guy? Was? Whoops. Did I say was? I meant to say I heard he's a nice guy. No idea who might have heard you. Definitely not in town. He's a real jerk. I hate calling Jerkins. I hope he dies. Now I get into the upper district. I'm trying to find a way into the upper district, you know. Do you know anything that might help? I don't know anything. What's that pipe? On the wall. It's a secret. She gives you a quick glance, then continues ripping apart the computer. I'm great at keeping secrets. So am I. She looks at you in the eyes for a moment longer than is comfortable. That's what we're looking for. We can crawl through there and get straight to the upper district. There's a passage there. Now we just have to figure out how to do with the sewer guardian. You'll ask around, do you need help? She looks at the pile of scrap metal and she still has to go through. For money, actually, for sand. The woman smiles. I'm getting paid pretty well for this. I don't want to share my earnings with anyone else. Who's paying you? Do they have more work? Maybe something a little dusty? I'm not sure. She looks at you over head to toe. Sit up straight and puff your chest. I don't think they'll have any use for you. But you can go ask Mr. Nariano yourself. He lives in the middle of the square. Nariano, got it. Thank you. She responds with a soft smile. Okay, Mr. Nariano. Nothing else here? Okay, train district. What do you have for me? Look at that train with a clock. Flashy train. It's like the mayor's train or something. Is this where he lives? Mr. Nariano? Nariano! Hey, Mr. Nariano, come out. The door slowly opens. A middle-aged man appears at the doorstep. He looks like a little too clean for these surroundings, and he's holding a glass of something orange. Yo, man! He squints at you from the doorway, apparently not trusting you enough to talk face to face. Good day. He assesses you soundly. He gazes around quickly over your clothes, pausing at the cage around your neck. He doesn't pay any attention to your face at all. Stranger leans against the door, finishes with his assessment of you. Judging by the expression of your face, you get roughly 4 out of 10. Try to find a way into the upper district. Aren't we all, man? He gestures at you, at a square around you. I don't plan on living here, just have to take care of one thing, that's it. One thing, man. What could there possibly be for you to do here, man? He sips from the glass. What's like? Looking for an old friend I lost touch with a few years ago. The man waits for you to continue. It's really important for me and that I see him again. How important, man? He just is for you to continue. Oh, I'm a man of business. I tell about 1 bag of sand. Important. His face twists. 5 bags. He gestures again for you to continue. 7 bags. The man starts nodding, but his hand doesn't stop moving. 10 bags. Now you're speaking my language, man. I love it when a person wants something that badly. In a flash, the man transformed from a reserved aristocrat into a jolly businessman. Not a bad start to the day, man. Helping those in need, you might say. He steps forward and shakes your hand. I have things I can sell you. I have possessions I need to sell off. How about I give it to them and you lower the price? I'm a man of business, you see. You're dealing with junk. Just doesn't fit my status anymore. But I'm sure you'll find buyers among all the visitors in town today. Could you tell me where I can get that much sand? In all the town, people trade sand for either goods or services or both. Okay, I'll be back when I find the 10 bags. Good luck now. We'll be waiting for you. He bound cheerfully up the stairs. He bound cheerfully up the stairs. Sipping from his glass, disappears behind the doors. Well, guess we're gonna get 10 bugs. That's one way. You can also try the sewer. I believe. Woman looks at you unkindly. Hey, screw you too. Old man's face turns sour when he sees you. We got off to a bad start last time, but do you think you could, Sand? Do you have any sand? Yeah. Nah. Whole mountain of sand. Close the deal today. I have 2 or 3 months worth of sand now. The old man's eyes flash like a locomotive headlight. He reaches out a hand to you. You hear his swollen finger joint crackling. And what are your plans? Have you ever thought of getting a new train? He thumps his train, which appears to be for sale, judging by the sign. You're one of the came Martinez junker, right? The old man drops his head and mutters something to himself. Let's listen. Mimic, Nana, Anta. So we didn't make it after all. Gave up his post too soon. Jenkins. Huh? I came in on Jenkins' junker, not Martinez. Makes no difference to me. You gonna buy my train or not? How about you tell me how I can get into the upper district? The old man gives you a cold, steel look. You can't be older than 20-something and wear that crazy mask. I'm 35. Well then, still younger. Drive trains, run from stores, give it about 30 years or so, maybe you can retire in the upper district. So, how about that then, huh? Ready to train for your junker for my nice line up here. You won't find anything better. The old man looks proudly in his train, but it's hardly any different from the one you inherited from Jenkins. How much do you want for it? 40 bucks of sand. That's enough for 3 months, which is exactly how much longer I have to wait before I can retire. I think I priced a bit a little bit, before the words even finish coursing your lips, some kind of wily entity seems to take over the grumpy but overall good-natured old man. Then get out of here, you asshole! I have plenty of interest in locomotive plus a little car attached crown. Okay. Well, we don't need a train, we need 10 bags of sand, so fuck you. How's everyone? Oh, very chill. Soft voice today. I love the colors of this place. This is my favorite book so far. By the way, this is the last book. We need our last mission before we can be an author again. We need to get a weather controlling device. Apparently it's in the upper district. To get there though, we need to do some shady business. 2 guards are sitting in the gate playing a strange game with stones. The guard on the left pretends not to notice you. The guard on the right isn't as good at feigning indifference. You see him casting quick glances at you. What you want? What are you guarding? The man looking at you, not speaking. Did you get blown here by an idiot storm pal? The guard on the right grants. Don't bother us. Let me through. I need to go to the upper district. Are you over 60? Yes. The man looks at you, not speaking. No. Are you visiting your wife when you're born? Yes. What's your wife's name? I'll call her to come get you. He takes a radio from the compartment up to the wall and starts on reading. Maria Giuseppe. Shh. Maria Giuseppe, you have a visitor at the gate. Thank you. What the hell are you doing? Shh. 25 minutes later. You try calling again? I call her 18 times already. You hear undisguised malice in his voice. Spatch, put me to the meteorologist. Hey, Lindef. Oh, we got it. We got it. The name of the meteorologist who has the weather device. It's Lindef. Hey, Lindef. This is the guard. Can you check if we have Maria Giuseppe in town? Sure. Got it. Thank you. How's the weather today outside the city? He glances at you. Well, maybe it'll clear up. Right, thanks. You're doing great. Talk to you later. He punches a different code into the radio. Time service. What's your train number? He turns to you. 42Y. Hit train 42. 40 minutes penalty for trying to trick the guards. Hey. Alright, thanks, Silva. Wait, my wife is in town, I swear. A voice sounds over the town. At the end, train 42, 40 minutes time penalty. Shit. Guard smiles at you and nods goodbye. God damn it. That was stupid. Well, god damn it, this town. Ooh, look at the weather. Melting. I'm a fire ant. Open suitcase are strewn around the train car. A man is watching something in the middle, passing full dark red water. He's watching it intently that you can hear fabric wrapping. He has an impressively large fang from some unknown animal hanging around his neck. He stops watching and shoots you a mean look. A cage around your neck? Is that some kind of a new trend? You're in a clear dislike in a man's voice. Let's keep going. We don't need any more problems. Is he washing up blood? Who cares? We're just passing by. Keep going, keep going. Maybe I should tell. Hey, suddenly you feel a powerful yank down your neck. You look down to see the man's wet hand grabbing Roderick's cage. I had a trendy friend once. I was bragging about his sandbear fang. Damn it! You grab the cage too, but pull it towards him. I taught him some manners. One punch, two. He looks at you with bloodshot eyes and keeps trying to pull the cage toward himself. The cage hinges, starts making an unpleasant crunching sound, or is that your neck? Help! Help! I'm being robbed! Help me! Calling for your mother to help you, brat. He pushes you away and drops you in a fighting stance. It appears a real fight is about to start. Oh! Okay. Well, you might know this, but I have some stun abilities. Hello, cheese! How you doing? Ohio gozaimasu. Wait, no, konbanwa. Let's do slash. Slash! The man flies into the basin, which turns over with a crash, splashing its content onto the ground. What a sick boss! You okay, Etienne? Next time you're going in my pocket, or even better, walking on your own 2 feet. Breathing hard, you carefully touch your neck, string left an impressive welt on your back. I know it's not a vibe business, but we can't just let a psycho roam free. Let's call the guards. That's a bad idea. More attention from the guards. The last thing we need right now. You look for a rope. You look at the suitcase on the ground and notice a photograph. 2 smiling men are standing up in front of the locomotive. One of them, your attacker, has his arm around the other, who looks pale and tired. His shoulder is bandaged, and he has a fang pendant around his neck. You toss the photograph aside. Oh, here's some rope. What are you trying to do? What's going on here? He suddenly comes up and tries to stand up. The anger is gone from his voice, and now he sounds scared. By the way, Cheese, how are you doing? How's your day going? We're in this sandy town trying to find a weather device. Who knows where that is? Nothing's going on. Everything's already happened. The man spots at the foot of the ground. Then his eyes move to the bloody clothes nearby. Suddenly his face changes. Henry? Oh no. Did I do this? He falls to his knees. And for what? He looks for the 2 bags of sand on the ground which fell out of his pocket during the fight. Get this away from me. I can't look at them. You pick up the bags of sand. And the man falls to the ground and starts crying. What about my YouTuber? What do you mean? Oh, the model? This game is a bit too heavy, so I'm a PNG today. I can change forms. I can be a dice. Hello. I can be like this. Ooh. Hello. Hey, couple. I'll be like this now. My computer is not that strong, so whenever I play a new game, I have to be like this. This game is not, well, it's not too heavy for my PC, but when you combine this and VTube Studio and streaming, that's a bit too heavy. No, VTube Studio is the problem. The face tracking is really heavy. Let's go, we should leave him. We got 2 bags of sand. That's nice, let's talk to this lady. The sound that reaches your ears seems impossible in the desert world, rustling the pages, hundreds of pages. The table next to the woman's train is full of books with well-worn covers. Each one looks like taken out of an antique bookshelf. What a cute train! Look at that! Oh, I want to be inside. It's bricks and books. It's a library train. Hello! The young bookseller waves at you. Hey. Are you new to this spot? I've never seen you before. Her attentive but slightly unfocused gaze slides over you. Your paper face doesn't seem to bother her. Yeah, I'm new. Do you know everyone here? No, of course not. It's just that generally the same people bring the train to the same station every time. Or are you looking to choose a book? Let's pick up, show her Jenkins' journal. There's something that might interest you. The bookseller tries to look uninterested. You see her fingers trembling as you hands her Jenkins' journal. No, it's interesting, yeah. Very interesting. Are these someone's memories? Wow, this is absolute treasure trove. Have you read it? I thought it was just the old train's driver journal. Let me read some of it to you. Don't bother, I just need to sell it. I'll buy it. How much do you want for it? Oh. You look appraisingly at the bookseller. She's definitely hooked. Time to collect some cent for your work. Let's go with $5. 5. Oof. I'd be glad to give you $5 a cent, but then I have to leave the town right away, and I still have so many books to sell. Would you lower the price? $2 of cents. Well, I wasn't planning on spending so much, of course, but that's a fair price. The bookseller disappears into the train, then returns with $2 of cents. They have a yellow letters in a language you don't know embroidered on them. This is for good luck. Yeah, thanks. You should have found out what was the journal about. Might have helped us understand the whole world better. I thought you could help me with that. Haven't heard much useful advice from you recently, by the way. Shit, we should have read the journal. Look at you, you're eating. Oh wait, you're throwing stuff at me. Let's go, catch. A chili, pineapple pizza. A football. And a heart. What do you cook with that? Wait. What is this pizza time? Is that a... What is that emote? Is that a new Twitch emote? I didn't know they have pineapple on pizza emote. That's so cool. Video. Irritated man. I'm not buying anything, leave. Okay, what about this prospector? It's a Twitch emote. Look at them riding on the controversy. Hey, are you a digger? Sure am. Need work tomorrow? I want to dig up a building on Malta Street, but I can't do it myself. Of course, what's your plan? I started digging from the top, got to the 20th or the 7th floor, but the lower floors are hard work, the same spot tight, and it's a pickaxe job. I want to run a few more people, then we'll move out in the sunrise. Is there anything special in there, in the building? The man peers closely at you. He seems like he's not sure you can be trusted. There was a gun store at the first floor of the building. That work is all that should concern you. I'll pay. And what's in the building is none of your business. You are in or not. I'll think about it. Think, dude. He throws his cigarette on the ground. He turns away. He's gonna start a riot in town when he gets his hands on his weapon. No, he'll get caught in a firestorm out of the road tomorrow. Sounds good. You've made your mind. Gonna give some digging? Yes, we can. And also there's more that hates the emote. With a burning passion. When I posted it, my VIP study didn't save me. Wow. Man. People have opinions. Pliers. We don't have pliers, but you know what? I think we talked to everyone in town. It's time to go out and get to our train. Cheese, you want a kiss? Mwah. Oh, I can't leave. Wait, so how do I access my train? Or is this my train? I'm thinking this is my train. I'm not sure. All the inspectors ignore you. Yeah, I think this is my train. They're inspecting my train. I want to go into my train to make stuff. Why? I can't? Oh, the music is so calm, right? The other areas in this game were not that calm. Something about this town really gives me old RPG vibes. Get out of here, outsider. Let's talk to this lady, salvage worker. The wind is cleaned out at least 10 more computers since the where he last. The parts are lying next to her in neat piles. Have you talked to Mr. Nariano? Then you must have something to do. She returns to work. No, come on. Okay. Okay, it's time to regroup. Let's see. We got a lot of junk. We got this bag of red sand. 7 of them. We need 10. How do I get 3 more? Did we talk to this guy? Animated old man. The old man's face turns sour when he sees you. We got off to a bad start last time, but do you think you could? I'm not trying to find out. Keep walking, idiot. Try to waste my time. Yeah, he's annoyed. We can go from 0 to 100 in an instant. That's my ability. Can you tell where I get that much sand? Like I said, man. In our town, people trade sand for either good or service or both. And if the metal come back. Damn it. He will help us if we get 10 bags of sand, and we have only 7. So, let's talk to the melon guy again. Well, we'll buy a melon. You look at the merchant. Rumpled, clothed, worn up shoes, a small bag on the ground. Why is there a bag of sand at his feet? Why in the melon cellar? You drop something. What's that? You know the man's feet. He looks down mistrustfully, then pauses. Well, stop by trying to call me a sand melon. How could I drop that bag? How did I miss that? Thanks, man. I almost lost it. You know, to respond and walk away. You spend a few next minutes unable to shake the thought that you could have used that sand. Well, we're a good boy. We're good. We're good boys. We're not gonna steal sand from someone. Hydrate. Thank you. Arigato gozaimasu. Oh, in the coming week we have 2 collabs with Rikachu. I think it's gonna be my first collab with a Japanese VTuber that I know of. We're gonna have a Tuesday collab with her, and then she's gonna be on the podcast on Thursday. Very exciting. Tied up man. Nothing here. Surly woman. Waves you away. Talk to the guards again, let's see if we can bribe them or something. The guards are sitting and they get playing a strange game of stones, they ignore you. They hate me now. So, why don't we miss it? Oh, great. Damn it, we don't have a lockpick. What makes Mimic Mimic, right? Yeah. I'm a Mimic, 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 Mimic. This, if you want to drive Alich's crazy, we just give her the Mimic song. I'm a Mimic, 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 Mimic. Make her hair very light green. Let's see what I can do. I can do filters. I can go to color correction. Not what I wanted, but that's kind of cool as well. Select color. How's this? Very, very light green. Let's see. Oop. Ghost Mimic. Yushi. Ooh. How about this? Oh man, this is kind of cool. I like it. This is kind of cool. We should do it every time. We should do it every time. Okay, let's go to the town again. We can't talk to her. We can go outside here. We need to reach our train. Yes. We can't leave town. I can't leave. They won't let me leave. So there's something we're missing in town. What month is it? It's July. Oh my god, it's July? How is it July already? What? How is it July? Oh, Pride Month. It is Pride Month. I'm not observing, but I have friends who observe. It's been a month. Ah, great. What is that? Ah, damn it. We need pliers. Anything here? Almost half a year. Let's go. That's the book lady. What about this guy? Finally. The man sleeves bear the letter CS next to his hourglass. Wait. We talked to everyone except this guy? The hell? No wonder it says finally. Why do I have some red light in my OBS? OBS, chill. It's supposed to be okay. And you keep looking at the letter CS trying to think what might be sent for. Customer service. From customer service, I just finished going over your stuff here. You need to sell everything that belongs to Jenkins before your time in the town is up. Anything you don't sell will be confiscated when you leave. Yeah, they warned me already. And that? He points at Roderick's cage. That's mine. Can I see the tag? Why would I put a tag on my own things? And I think with no tag belongs to no one. If it belongs to no one, then no, it's not yours either. Sell it. He writes something in the belt book. What? What the hell? I'm not selling my friend. He reaches for a radio on his belt, then looks at you questionably. Go ahead, let's try and solve it peacefully. Fine. No problem, I'll sell. He nods and takes the hands of the radio. Customer officer tosses a folded up trading tent at your feet. Have you done this before? No. Unfolding the tent signals that you're selling goods. People will come by and buy from you and you make the profit you can. Hand in half and send the entrance. Hand in half the send at the entrance. What? We're giving 50% tax? What the hell? 50%? Do what you want with the rest. Good luck. 50%? My god. They're horrible. Already 7 months. That's crazy, right? Since the... Oh, that's our train. It's been the center this whole time. It's the Robbie Ribby situation. Where's my table? I want to make stuff. Okay. Oh. Let's make a crowbar. Let's make pliers. Melt ink. Okay. Successfully open the crate. Send! There's sand in the train! Hat is Jennifer, which is also me. Your hat talks when you talk. Yeah. Well, it's more likely accurate to say that the guy beneath the hat talks when I talk. He's the bait. The hat is me. Wait, I can now open this. Open with pliers. Metal, papers, rugs. Hope for some better stuff. Trading tent is ready. Time to sell Jenkins junk. Yeah, let's start selling. You brush sand off the tent and notice a passerby starting to look over more frequently. What do we have to sell? Everything left in the bags. Some weird gas cylinders. You dig through Jenkins' bags. Empty. You put them on the counter anyway. You keep rooting around the bag. Some rags and a cup. Hold up, I'll even get 1 bag of sand for this stuff. Something else, some kind of map. Hey, I bet we can do something with that. You notice a customer approaching. Listen carefully, and remember this. The man is quite clean cut, probably from the upper district. Ooh, we got a fancy customer. Are you listening? Tell this map leads to somewhere important, a treasure, or whatever. What are you selling? The old man looks at the canisters, interested. Say anything, just push them up. I have something special, some might even call it a real treasure. The old man doesn't react, he probably hears that same story every time. I hope you don't mean the helium cylinders. You point at the cylinders at your counter. They're empty, by the way. How much would I give you for him? Let's show him part of the map. Huh? Continue. What more can I say? 10 bags of sand and the map is yours. I can't just pour out 10 bags of a map that leads to who knows where. It leads to treasure. Which treasure exactly? You tap on Roderick's cage. I'm thinking, a map to water? To a pile of sand? A pile of food? Shelter? Well, a pile of food, a water source, pile of sand, it's a map. of shelter? We didn't really read about the world. We don't know what's important here. Let's go with I'd say let's go water source. Elboim takes a flask of water from his belt and solemnly takes a drink. What does he say? He wipes his mouth on his sleeves. Alright. I think I read that they give water for free in the upper district. That's my fault. Shit. Some up to shelter. You know about the shelter too? Eva slightly looks around. Huh? There's a lot I know. Try to sound convincing. 10 bucks, you say? I'll give 5, but if the shelter isn't there, I'll come back and give you 5 more. If it's there. 5 bucks. Right to your hand with this. He shows a small club on his belt. Great, we got some sand. Yay. Well, since we got sand. 14. Okay, that's good enough. We need more tools though. There was something more we could open. This crate. Now we need the lockpick, damn it. Okay, never mind. Here's your 10 bags. My dear friend, wonderful, wonderful man. He jumps down from the entryway like an excited child. May I? Look at the bags ignoring you. Go ahead. And in the bags. Wonderful, wonderful. He counts 1, 2, out 2, which he hands back to you. Give this to Janine, the woman who does salvage work at the scrap heap. Tell her Mr. Nariano sent you, man. He scoops out the remaining bag and starts to head back into his home. All done. So it only costs 2 bucks to get into the upper district, and you're just keeping the rest for yourself just because you know this is Janine. It really is a pleasure to do business with you, my dear friend. Come back anytime. He disappears behind the door. You should check out the ghost paper 1 ton. Ah, thank you for the football. Who's Janine? One of the guards? Oh, it's the girl in the sewer. Wait, he gave me my box back. He's not a complete asshole. Okay, let's go to Janine. Ooh, ghost. Hello, Janine. Woman is cleaning out at least 10 more computers. She notices 2 bags of sand. How Mr. Nayano doing? His 8 bag of sand's better now. Hasn't lost his touch. Let's get to it. Hold on, once we leave, we won't be able to come back. Are you sure? Yeah, let's go. You toss 2 bags of sand at the woman's feet. Let's get to it. I don't have much time. Shh. Trying 32. Your time is up. Prepare to leave town. I repeat. Well, looks like you're too late. Is that a joke? I already paid you. The damn guards are about to come looking for me anyway. And you're... She looks at you silently, smiling. I'm kidding. Let's go. She clears away a small heap full of scrap metal from against the wall. Puts a lever there. It's open. I'd hurry if I were you. Jump into the pipe. He always soars. Not going back now. This is to say, it smells awful inside the pipe. It's a just drainage pipe for the square. It's not the sewer system, so it could be worse. That doesn't make me feel better. Where are we? Okay. Trash. The way forward is blocked by a pile of trash, boys and rugs that almost look like a barricade. Don't even know where to start. Now pry apart the boards. You got one of the boards and try to move it, but it's stuck. Welcome back. We got into the sewers. The board springs back into place. You aren't able to move it. Who puts all of this here? You try to pick up a trash bag, but the content is too heavy, and the bag rips. There. Dust pours out of the bag and gets in your eyes. You poke around the support with your foot. One of the trash bags seems to be full of rocks and bricks. You put your weight on the bag and throw the other rugs over the barricade of the boards, but your pant leg gets cut in a nail sticking out of the board. Oh, come on. You hear the sound of fabric ripping. This has to be the worst day ever. Your pant ripped all the way to your knee, but you're still not free from the nail. Stop before it's too late. Free one of your hands and carefully unhook the nail. You shift your weight to the right hand and try to unhook your pant leg from the nail. I can't get it, damn it. Come on, you're so close. Ugh. Your pant leg is free. You jump the rest of the way over the barricade and land on your feet.
Final warning, train operator, train 42, your time is up. Leave town immediately or the train will be confiscated.
You're right, there's definitely not going back. Have you played Ocarina of Time? Yes, one of my first video games ever. Loved it. Actually, I think I played it twice, I believe. Your path is blocked by another pile of wreckage. This one has a ton of broken glass scattered around it. I'd be more careful. I'd be more careful here. Get a running. Yeah, play Shimashita. Get a running start and jump over the obstacle. Painstakingly pick up the shards of glass. Do you know Dead Hand? Is it the hands that? Wait, the hands that I have this weird memory of white hands coming out of the ground. It is a giant boss with lots of hands around it. I think so. Let's pick up the glass. Maybe we can find something interesting. You pick up a nearby bucket and start tossing the shards of glass into it. Another shard goes in the bucket, and another one, and another. Can't you go any faster? It'll be nighttime soon. Your hand twitches and a small shard of glass embedded into your finger. It's my line. No, it's okay, it's okay. Sorry, I thought you were done already. You straighten up. It looks like you are in fact done. Now you can try and jump over the obstacle. Let's do it. You get a running start. You begin to pick up a speed. Push to the ground. You spring up the ground. Why do you jump so soon? You fly through the air. Close your eyes. Too late. Damn. Are you alive? You're broken down the whole bargain with your body. I felt it. Are you in one piece? I'm not sure. Damn. I think my shoulder is... You stand up with some difficulty. Oh, shit. If it's the Dead Hand thing I think of, that's the Dead Hand is a turn-based tactical roguelike game that you hold destructible procedural environment, guide your autonomous weapon platform in a fatalistic trek through a multiple level underground cave complex in order to fulfill your directives. Then I don't know it. If you send me a DM though, wait there on Twitter or Discord, send me a DM and I will check it later. I think this is the last barricade. Well, it's not like I can get any dirtier. Shh.
This is Randall Jr. speaking. A joy storm is approaching. It will hit us in 5 minutes.
A joy storm? You could certainly use one of those. After that junkyard, even an ordinary stone would make me happy. The pile in front of you doesn't look particularly big. Just crash into it. I feel like you could probably just step over it. He's right. You carefully lift one leg over the pile. Quickly find yourself on the other side.
Joy storm, 3 minutes.
What the hell is a joy storm? Makes you happy? Oh, come on, hurry and get aside. Aren't we forgetting something? You don't feel as drafted at all? Looking down and all your left pant leg ripped to the waist. Right. Use ink to fix it. That's better. He's right, that's much better. Okay, let's get this upper district thing already. Ooh. Oh, that place is cute. Oh, it didn't make a lockpick. Locked. Shh.
The joy storm has arrived. I repeat, the joy storm has arrived. Dad, is that you?
You hear the sound of sand pouring out. It's getting closer. Soon, it envelops your whole consciousness. You're suddenly overtaken by such a strong emotion that you involuntarily lean forward. It's like you're drowning in calm, relaxing sea. Peace and quiet. You turn your head to the left and see your sister standing behind you. You're happy. She's not in danger anymore. You turn to the right and see your brothers. They're sitting next to you, all 10 brothers and you. They're wearing strangely colored armor. You look down and see that you have the same armor on. You touch the armor, a piece flakes off, burning your hand. The image starts to fade. The vision passes, and you're filled with an unbelievably nostalgic sense of longing. Etienne? It's evening already? How long was that? Was I out? The enemy that lowers the jaw and hands grab you from behind and crouches you in his jaw. Yeah, I remember it from Ocarina of Time. In one of the later dungeons. A pretty long time, long enough that I started to worry about you. Damn it. We need to hurry. So how was it? Strange. I do it again. Locked. Judged by the smell inside who's making soup. Tired man. Poor guy sitting on the ground leaning against the wall, an idiotic grin is lining on his face. Hey, you okay friend? Murray, you're such a good girl, Murray. Looks like he's still in the joy storm. Touch his shoulder. As soon as you touch the man, he opens his eyes for a split second. He looks friendly. What the hell, man? I was playing with my dog. What? Nothing, you asshole. Listen, I don't have time for this. I have important business. Show off your business where the sun doesn't shine. No, I have to wait for the next storm to steer, and who knows where the hell that will be. Sorry. Hey,
I cheese 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 1 0. Welcome to the party.
Let me roll your luck. It's a 9. 9 cheeses for you. Door locked as well. Main square. I was already following. Yeah, I was wondering about that. Yeah, it's tough. I followed him for 2 days ago and then now again. That's so weird. You know, well, Twitch shenanigans, I guess. Wait, we're hurt? Let me heal. Red. Resting women. They look at you suspiciously. Worker. Man hasn't come out of the storm. Storm clutches yet. Ooh, green. This is perfect with my hair color. My god. Jeez, it's like you prophesied. Look at this. It's like the same color. What the hell? Meteorologist wife's counter? Did I read? Maybe it's not wife. Maybe I read wrong. You see devices lined up on a dusty counter. Are you one of the mind with the prices like the old hag? An old man standing nearby calls out the direction of the counter. A tired-looking woman is behind the counter, and you see the slightest flame of hope flares up in her eyes when she sees you. Another one. If you're just here to look with no money, then get lost. The counter is still surprisingly full, considering the meteorologist died a whole 3 days ago. What? Are you selling the meteorologist's possessions? Yes, all my husband's things are right here. Anything caught your eyes? Oh, that's what it said on the meteorologist is someone junior. His son is now the meteorologist. The real one died 3 days ago. This is his wife selling his stuff. You're the weather controller. Excuse me, what? The woman goes closer. The device that controls the weather, directs the storms and all that. Has anyone bought it yet? What are you doing? Don't tell her. How the device controls the storm? My husband had that. She seems to be putting 1 and 1 together in her head. Hold on a minute. The woman silently steps away from the counter, holding her head. Now she's putting 2 and 2 together. Now 4 and 4. What device? That controls the weather. The counter is covered in devices all different sizes and complexities. Which one controls the weather? I don't know. The next is a device covered in switches and dials. They're all covered in switches and dials. How about we look at the most worn out ones, like one that they've been using every day. Understood. That fit the description. One left, one right. Heads up. You turn slowly and see 2 guards with their clubs raised at you. That's him. He tried to steal my husband's possession. Arrest him. I was just looking. Don't worry, miss. We'll handle this. Both guards start slowly walking towards you. What the hell? I have a model now. If you want to see, look at my profile picture. Let's see. I'm looking. Ooh, cute. Cute, very cheesy. Let me open it to see it better. Are you gonna be a VTuber? Are you a VTuber? Are you gonna stream? Oh, Twitch wouldn't let me see the big size. Biggest modulus. Twitch. Enlarge picture. Oh, that's the best I can do. Ah, cute. Very cute. Adorable. Tell me if you do. I want to know. Tell me like in a DM. Tell me on Discord or something. I've hair from my cat stuck in my tongue for like an hour now. I think I got it. Grab the device and throw it at the guards. Grab the first device you see and try to use it. Let's use it. You grab a random device at the counter and starts pushing every switch and button you see. The guards and the meteorologist's wife watches you silently. I don't think that's going to help much. Just run. You hear the whooshing of a club somewhere behind you. Watch out! Bam! Etienne! Silence falls and darkness. Ow. You open your eyes. It's cold. Damn it. Was out for long. Damn guards. Grab your back of the head, which is throbbing. Did anything else happen while I was passed out? Roderick. You tilt your head looking for the cage, but it's gone. Damn it. Shit. They took Roderick. They didn't take my scent at least. Stupid guards. Where the hell did I... They throw me somewhere outside? Oh my god. What if I found that shelter legend thingy? I think I should wander off into the desert. Be better off trying to get back to town. God damn stupid guards. Can't believe they threw me outside. Metal plate? What is that? Roll your luck. Where's my dice? 18! Let's go! You notice a slight glow coming from between the loose wall plates. What's this? You see a barely noticeable inscription on the plate. Trust a bag of bricks. Come on, I already know that. You dig away the sand beneath the plate, and part of the planting slowly comes off the wall. A grading, I wonder where that leads. Although from the smell, I think I already know. Wait, isn't that the entrance to town? Yeah, that's the entrance to town. What is this container? Oh, good. Bottle of ink. Actually, I'm gonna use it. Dead body. You see a motionless body lying face down in the sand. Another disturber of town's peace. Wait. He has a book face. That's like us. I mean, he's wearing a coat. Tag is sewn to the chest. Tag is W204. Also, the logo of the company called Read Rem. What? Is that the publisher? Was he serving time too? Nothing in his pocket, so. That's another author. Wait, there's something in his left pocket. Go through the pockets, nothing in the right. In his left pocket you find some cash and some old faded checks. One of them is for the phone services. I feel like he's been doing that as well. Dangerous. I feel like we're nearing the end of the game now that they took Roderick away. And we're gonna find out who he is. Great. We got a crowbar, the dump wood of the lead lift off without much trouble. 3 apples. That's good. Great, more like a locker. Crowbar, that was a good choice to cut through the wire and open the crate. 3 bread, now that's more like it. Right behind the grating you see a path leading out of the sewer. Thank you for the stretch. Actually, you did it. Oh, wait. Let me check my posture. Okay. Change this. Thank you, Cheese. I was slouching badly. By the way, Cheese, are you living in Japan? Where are you from? I won't budge. Curse at it. Come on, you stupid hunk of metal. I almost made it. Shake it. Lose a heart? For what? Shake the grating like a psycho. Fucking hell, open up! Yeah! You pull at the steel bars. All your might, but nothing happens. Where am I from? Yeah, I'm asking if you're from Japan, from America, from Europe. You are in Japan right now? Oh, it's evening for you? It's like 10 p.m., 11 p.m.? Well, this is just great. I was so close, but looks like this is the end. Remember that you have ink you can use. Right, I'm a writer. You said it for a second. Use ink. The ink envelops the bars of the grating and they start to slowly rust. Oh, so you're in America right now? So it's earlier. So it's 12 p.m. around 10 a.m. 12 p.m. Bang! Usually knock them out of the place and clear your path. Done. I'm coming, Roderick. Wait, there's a broken something here. Oh, that's the grate. Never mind. Exit to city. Okay, that's back to the upper district. That's like Rikachu. Rika also is Japanese. She grew up in Japan and she moved to America. How is it moving to another country? When I was a kid, I had dreams of moving to America. Wait, the guards are gonna see me again. I hide around the corner. Yes, Mr. Nariano, I'm sure he was looking for that exact thing. He called it a weather controller. Mr. Nariano is carefully twisting the device in his hand, trying to figure out how it works. Damn, he's already here too. If this thing really controlled the weather storms, man. Do you think my husband really created something like that and didn't tell us? All these years? All those people who died in the storm and he went insane? He might have been responsible for that? I wouldn't jump to conclusion, man. We don't actually know what the device can do. Maybe your husband did everything he could. I hope so. Thank you, Rhonda. Thank you for telling me this. It would have been terrible if such a valuable object fell into the hand of a stranger. I think we should, let's clear my throat. Hello. It's him, Mr. Bog. Ah, yes. We've met already, man. Try to look nonchalant. The woman moves slowly towards the radio. Crash! You shatter the radio on the pot. The woman runs into the house. Give me that. Can it really control the weather, man? Yes, call me. It can. It's spectacular. I don't know, to be honest. It's spectacular. Then I can just give you the controller. This thing would decide the fate of the whole town. I don't care. Nariano takes a step back, grasping the controller tightly in his chest. It looks like he's prepared to fight for it at the very end. You notice a familiar object around his neck. Hold on, that's mine. You point Roderick's cage which is hanging around Nariano's neck. Where the hell did you manage to steal it? You sharply yank the cage off his neck and stuff it in your pocket. Nariano flinches, not expecting you to act so suddenly.
We need to run now. Attention all residents, this is Lena speaking. There is a death storm coming. I repeat, a death storm is approaching. Start evacuating. We have 10 minutes.
Did you push something? No, I didn't touch it, man. We need to stop the storm. Give it to me now. Not a chance, man. Nariano take a step forward. Tell me how it works. I'll stop the storm. I don't actually know, but I can try and figure it out. I'm looking for the instructions. Then what use are you, man? You're just going to let people live their lives depend on your attempt to try and figure it out, man. Let me at least look at the display. I can see what it means.
Death storm, 7 minutes. Hurry. Everyone in an empty train. Take your upper district residents. Train 12 is causing a job at an accident and wheel off. Get the car off the track. It's blocking the way. I'm going to see Linda free and I will figure out ourselves. Get out of my way. Grab him, hit him, grab him. Nariano walks slowly past you. You try to grab him, but out of the corner of your eye, you just see an object flying at you. The steel tip of a cane. Bang! Damn it, not again. You fall right before you hit the ground. You see Nariano climbing the stairs to the meteorology tower. You open your eyes and get up with some difficulty. Finally, get to the tower, quickly, grab the controller. I don't know anything about my controller. My father, he didn't tell me anything. Darn, wrong button. I need to check the storm air warning. Death story 2 minutes. I don't know either. Just push something, Mr. Nariano.
Let's go. One fall and push. This has been such a long day. Anything to steal from here? Meteorology tower. Well, there's nothing here. Okay, go up. Go up. Let's meet them. Fly with heart. Nariano is arguing with a young man, the controller in their hands. A wild wind blows through the window. The storm is almost there. We are out of time. Before Nariano can react, you punch him in the jaw. Bam! Can't have you interfering. The young man watches in silence, slowly pressing himself against the wall. You take the controller of Mr. Nariano's unconscious body. You had your chances to stop the storm. Now it's my turn. The young man presses himself against the panel of instruments. Red lights are flashing all over it. Oh, yeah, 30 seconds. He says, taking a quick glance out the window, then squeezing his eyes shut. Ooh, that's the weather control. Dozens of buttons and switches, and not a single one is labeled. What an egotistic asshole. The look the young man shoots you is filled with 10% understanding and 90% fear of dying in a death storm. There are 3 big switches above the display. Start with those and I'll check the text, but there's not much about it either. First switch. Switch makes no sound as it moves. It seems to be completely broken. Second switch. 2 lights on the panel below. Come on. 2 buttons next to the light. Push the first one. Alarm set for 4 AM. The young man gives you a gloomy look, like his last shred of hope is just overoperated. Push the second one. The whole panel goes dark and the device just looks like it did when you start now. Third switch. The device starts vibrating. Whatever that means. Flip the first switch. The device clicks aloud as it moves. Then a multitude of indicators and buttons light up the display. Let's see. You spin the device around trying to decide what button to push now. The wind coming through the window picks up and a strange metallic taste starts filling your mouth. You smell burnt metal. Scream and push a random button. Storm is still moving. Pray and push another button. It slows down, but it's still getting closer. Close your eyes and push a random button. It's moving away. Whew. You put the controller down with shaking hands and you hear cheers from the people outside getting louder and louder. Now it's closed. Way too much on my first day. He holds his head in his hands. We did it. We did it, chat. We win. Time to get out of this book and take the weather controller. A large crowd is gathered in front of the tower and the people around you are loudly discussing what just happened. I saw the storm move away at the last minute. I saw it with my very eyes. And it was just about to reach the town, but then it stopped. Alright, calm down. The storm is gone. You can all go home now. What about if it comes back? Well, look at the controller in your hand. We'll just have to hope it doesn't come back. Why did it move away at the last second anyway? Yeah, why did you get too close to the town? That would never happen before. It's a long story. We don't have to do this right now. We? Who's we? It was the young meteorologist. You put your hand on a young meteorologist's young man's shoulder. Lindef, the young meteorologist, did an excellent job proving himself. He managed to neutralize the death storm at the very last second. Honeybird, how you doing? Ooh, look at your pinkish color. What's up? I was streaming. I saw you get a bigger average now. You got so many viewers. Look at you growing. My child is growing. The crowd starts cheering. Alright, Valinda. What do you mean neutralize? That's not important. You've been putting in work. Give me a tip. Give me like the best tip that you've done. How are you? Same old, same old. You know, I didn't tell everyone yet, but I think I'm gonna take Sundays off to make shorts. I'm not gonna stream on Sundays, except tomorrow we're gonna collab, but I'm gonna take Sunday to make shorts for the rest of the week. Then I'm gonna put them on schedule. And I'm gonna upload shorts to TikTok and YouTube and Instagram and try to bring new viewers from other platforms. Because I've been thinking, I've been using a lot Twitter, right? And Twitter is, when you think about it, it's the complete wrong platform to get people for Twitch. Twitter users like small text. Nobody's gonna watch a whole stream from Twitch. It doesn't make sense. So it makes a lot more sense to get people from YouTube and TikTok and Instagram. Honestly, I've joined a lot more Discords and advertised. Oh, that's a lot of hard work. That's like a door-to-door salesman work. You know what? That's really smart. Also, it's a lot of time. That's a good approach. That's a really good approach. Get into other Discord server and start advertising. That's a really, really good approach. You know what? I'll write it down. Where's my Google Keep? I'll write it down. Join Discords and advertise. I definitely should start doing that one day. It's just so much work. I'm already in like 100 Discords of VTubers. Just go to their self-promotion channels and put everything there. People on shorts usually don't have much of attention span. That's also correct. Maybe the Discord approach is better. What's important is that you're not in danger anymore. Now, time for me to go. You look out at the uncomprehending crowd before you jump in. Your eyes slide over the people until they meet Lindef's looking straight at you. Copy paste the promo. How long does it take once you have, I guess you can make a folder of the channel of the servers that you want to advertise in, right? And you just copy paste from there. I should definitely start doing that. Are you that it gestures the controller, which you've already tucked under your arm as you prepare to jump out of the book? Listen kid, this is your moment true, Etienne. What? A moment of You'll be fine without it. Don't worry, you'll do just fine. I heard those storms almost never hit the town anyway. Just keep going a little longer and then the book will end. I mean, then everything will work out itself. Are you, the storms from where you are from too? Definitely not like this. Then maybe you can leave it with us, the device, since the next time a storm comes we won't be able to. Sorry, I can't. Device is already the only thing that's keeping me from becoming, well, what I am. In any case, it's really important to me. You tap your fist against your chest. Oh, alright. Linef backs off. Definitely. Defeatedly. Leave the book. No, it's time. I'm sorry. You're all, leave the book. That was our last mission. If you do it correctly, around 5 to 10 minutes. You prep beforehand, 2 to 3 minutes. Depends on the amount of servers. Let's aim for like 10 servers. I should start doing that. According to my calculation, I would say yes. Oh, phone. Oh, by the way, this is the real world. Up until now, we were inside a book. Ooh, we got a nice table. Look at that. Everything is ready. Excellent work, Etienne. I haven't even given the courier the briefcase yet. You're calling. Not to worry, my shackles expert is on his way, and he'll pick up the order while he's there. He'll make quick work of yours, and then you'll be free, just as we agreed. Alright, thank you. Well, it was nice working with you. Yeah. I have an offer for you. Are you interested in taking a few more jobs? We can discuss a bonus to your payment. No thanks, I'm done stealing. Alright, it's you. It's your run, Etienne. To those who don't know what happened, we're an author. In this world, we got punished and we can never write again. Oh, I didn't increase my shield. Healing. Give me heal. We didn't we can't write, so we did some missions and they can release us from the punishment. That was the last mission. Let's see if they actually release us. Oh, fuck. Stay down. Where do you think you're going? Where's the rope? Time down. Time up. Hey. Hey. What the hell? Oh shit, it's the writing police. What does she want? Something this to... you fall under the cold sand and your pursuers land nearby. So, you wanna do this the hard way? Damn, it's so cold here. Where's Vince? He's waiting in the car just in case. Wait, Vince is with you? The bastard. Deal with him quickly, I'll get the book ready when you can get the control collector. Can you handle this? Hey, anybody want to help me? I just saved your city a minute ago. Your voice echoes through the empty square. It seems like everyone is in a bed asleep already. Fine. Ah, shit. Disable skills, let me stun them. So they pushed me back to the book so they can kill me? What the hell? Screw you guys. Stuns. Now what you're gonna do, get rid of this guy with a drain. He did a big mistake of not disabling my stun, so we're gonna stun. No police. You okay? Relatively. What book did you want to take you into? 1 second. You pick up the book that one of the thugs dropped and look at the black cover. The name's been erased. They said something about the collector. Is that your boss? My former boss. You open the book and flip through the pages. You wanna go there? I have the idea. Well, if you're sure about it. Wait, we jump into the book? That's the bookception. We jumping into a book? Inside a book? Whoa. Ugh. What? Everything's blurry and there's no color. Can see my face. We got too deep. We're inside a book, I can barely breathe. Me too. We need to find the collector as soon as we can and get out of here. What? Your face. Why? That's... shit. We need to be hurry. You notice some familiar looking briefcases. A tag of visible on one of them. Walker, Rich A, Item X, Herman, publisher. What are those? Briefcases for stolen items. I give the collector his orders of briefcases like this. So there's objects from other books inside. Think there's something you could use in there? You open two of the briefcases instead. First briefcase, an old ragdoll inside the briefcase, along with a set of rusty pins. Is that what I think it is? I don't know. What do you think it is? A voodoo doll? A leather-bound book lies in a velvet cushion inside the briefcase. There's something written, as if. Take that. Interesting. You take the book out of the briefcase and instinctively clutch it to your chest. You could swear you feel the leather binding through your coat. Look, there's something else here. Next to the briefcase is a bag stuffed to the brim with a note attached to it. It says, sort later. Inside you find a folded up cloak, an opaque glass capsule, a small wand, and an old broom. Take the broom. The broom trembles in your hand. You can feel it itching to take off. Flying broom. Attack on the wand says, a polymorph wand. Transform the target into an Ovis Aries. A capsule, you see a yellow triangle with a biohazard symbol inside. Not a great story, there's something written here. Fury toxin inhalation causes prolonged panic and hallucinations. Store in a dark location. Shall we take it? Examine the clock. Try to unfold the clock, but it is soon your hand slips inside. The cloak disappears, so does your hand. Right. You carefully pull your hand and it's instantly visible again, along with the cloak. You hide the capsule and the one in your pocket. Throw the folded up cloak on your shoulder and grab the broom. You really need it out? Up, I can use all this. Let's find a collector. We got some Harry Potter stuff. Wait. 3 workers are standing around the table in a brightly lit room and they haven't noticed you yet. Damn it. So this is where they handle all the briefcases and your orders. What's your plans? You have to go. Thank you so much for joining us, Cheese. I'm gonna stream again in 3.5 hours. We're gonna do a feat stream. Gonna be a collab with another VTuber. We're gonna show our feat and interview. Feat interview. So I hope to see you again next time. Thank you for joining. Arigato. Let's put on the invisibility cloak. You unfold the invisibility cloak and put it on over your clothes. Looks like it's working. What next? Let's walk into the room. But why? You watch? Yay! What if there's something useful in there? You tiptoe into the room and start walking around the table. Everybody freeze! The man stood cold. There's something here. Someone here. Something just touched my shoulder, my leg. Find a spy. The walkers spring into action and start searching the room. You fall onto your back and in surprise, and the invisible cloak slides off. Oh shit. What the hell are you? Hey guys, I work here. Sound the alarm. Shit. Could be worse, god damn it. 3 damage to all? What the hell is this book? Hope it's not one use. No, oh my god, that's a big book. Part of me is glad they have other streamers to attend then. I'll eat this. Yeah. Miss. Drain this guy. Apple. Drain this guy. Okay, with full ink as well. Is the book free? 3 damage to all. Yes! That's a really good choice to take it. I don't know what the voodoo doll does though. Now I'm interested. Alright, let's see how there's anything interesting here. We should start with some kind of weapon. Don't swap out the Necronomicon. Examine the brain. Oh! The book that we have is the Necronomicon! Oh! Hey, guess what? Chicken butt. Take hats and run. No, my hat! My hat! Poof! You changed me to a die! Yeah! I'm in my blue dice form. Briefcase on the left. A massive futuristic blaster is lying on the briefcase. That looks dangerous. Now I think that's a little too much. Looks like there's shooting tanks, not walkers. There's a faded. Looks good in the die. Every color looks good in the die. That's what I love so much about the dice model. Every color works with it. There's a faceted bottle wrapped in packing film inside the briefcase. The liquid inside is transparent, but a faint rainbow shimmers across the surface. What's this? Notice line next to the bottle. You unfold and reads, I found the water of life like you asked, but it never go into the fairy tale again, not for all money in the world. When the world is going on in those riders' heads, I'll be expecting the usual payment, K. Water of life. So we got a bottle of that can heal any wound, or a blaster. I want to try the blaster. You put the previous artifact on the table and pick up the blaster. It's heavy, not a weapon for being quick on your feet. At least it's readable. Oh, reliable. Invisible cloak, broom, weather controller. Heavy blaster, magic wand, toxin capsule. It's kinda cool. Although I really like the Necronomicon. Here dice then rolls. It's a 20! Look at my eyes. The 20s are in the eyes. You see two walkers standing in the passageway. They seem to be guarding another set of boxes. They're discussing something quietly, completely unaware of your presence. What's the plan? Cloak, fly with a broom, throw a toxin capsule. You wind up and throw the capsule of fury toxin at the walkers. It falls right between them and shatters. The men turn around sharply. Hey, stop you! You see both men eyes widen in terror. You're a monster! Help! Both men look around in terror, then jump over the railing into the darkness. Up, it's not too far down. Let's see. Wait, I didn't use the blaster though. Lying in a black fabric inside a briefcase is a honed, sharp scythe that radiates coldness. Death is up there in some books without his scythe. A small box inside the briefcase surrounded by a flickering blue aura. What's this? You poke the box uncertainly with one finger. The blue field instantly surrounds your hand, making it tingle. Kind of energy shield. Give me the scythe. Put the previous artifacts aside and take the scythe out of the briefcase. Even though your gloves, the icy metal makes your hands sting. Ready to keep going? Damn, I didn't get to change the thingy. Stack of books, including the one I've been in. Librarian. Librarian is busy arranging books and probably wouldn't even notice an atomic bomb. So, can I steal anything here? Show me what we stole. The scythe. Scythe. Dude, we can use the blaster. I'm gonna have to YouTube later to see all the items. Hey guys, guards notice you far from and block your path. What's the nose over there? Is there a problem? Throw the clock on him, hit him with a broom, use the wand. You take the wand out of your pocket and point it at the closest walker. Obvious, here it is. A beam of blue energy bursts out of the wand and hits the walker in the chest. In the next instant, a sheep is standing where he was. You know what? It'll be nice. Give my hat back. Aww. Thank you. Pop. Pop. Hello. Hi. Oh man, the blush looks like I sprayed graffiti on me. Let me go back this. Safe. Safest choice. Oh, that's right. Obvious Area is a scientific name for a domestic ship. I thought it was a spell. The others walkers have already dropped into fighting stance, ready to attack. Obvious Ares. You point the wand at the closest enemy, but nothing happens. Large crack is now running through the crystal at the end of the wand. He used this piece of shit. The other workers simultaneously drop into fighting stances. Time to check the scythe. Insta-kill. Let's start by stunning them. Let's drop the health of everyone. Boop. Now we can drain ink. We don't have any more ink left, so let's insta-kill this guy. Yeah, I stole Death's scythe. Just look at that, insta-kill. It's very useful. Now let's drain his ink. Hopefully we drain more than he drains. Oh yeah, we drain more. Nice. Just so you know, I will always support you. One of my favorite streamers that will never change. Aw, thank you so much. Whenever you're here, I'll do my best to be the best streamer that ever was. Pokemon, it's you and me. And now it's my destiny. Pokemon, ooh, my best friend. Gotta catch all the VTubers. What the hell is this? Another ant found. You see, we're building the colony. I love the wires from the ceiling. Okay, here's this guy. At the head of the publishing thingy. Alright, I give up. Just don't hit me. He smirks. Take off the goddamn shackles. You grab him by the throat. There's a slight problem with that. My shackles expert took the day off today. His daughter is sick. He's lying. I know. How about I call when he's available, okay? Only a few days. You hit him smack. You think I'm an idiot? Well, if you really want to know, you promised you'd take off to him. So hold up your end of the deal. But you didn't hold to your end. I hold it up right now. You squeeze his throat harder. Calm down, you idiot. No one expects the writers' police can take them off. No one except the writers' police can take them off. You really think my own men would be walking around in shackles if I could take them off? I wouldn't build a literal empire stealing objects if I could do that. Not this half-empty warehouse. So we've been scammed this whole time? Wait, I thought you had proof that he could do it. A friend told me about him. Wait, Vince told me about you. And then I found out he was one of your thugs. Ah, shit. It was all a pyramid scheme this whole time. Now I really have to leave. Bye. Bye. Sayonara. Matane. It's all been a pyramid scheme. Was that all part of your plan? Well, there's little things happening now, wasn't? He rubs his throat. You're gonna take off my shackles. I don't know how, but that's not my problem. That's your problem now. Oh, what? Are you gonna kill me? A caricature? He winks in a rolling wink. Wait, is a caricature in a book? You turned into such a nice guy now, haven't you? Well, relatively. You squeeze his throat with your strength and look at him in the eye. Let's find out right now just how much of a nice guy I am. That doesn't quite inspire fear, to be honest. He glances briefly at the monitor where he can see henchmen running in your direction. Grabbing by the essence, you push your hand deeper in, trying to touch not the collector's neck but the very essence inside of him. You feel a scrap of old paper. Your fingers run across the text written there in old ink many years ago. Wait. What? I can call the shackle expert. Let's say tomorrow, okay? That's the only time frame I can give you. Well, the shackle's off. You'll be set free. You can write as much as you want. His henchmen are almost here. Sorry, I'm not letting that happen to me again. You grab his paper with both hands and start pulling it towards you. Are you sure this is going to work? Yes. I've done this before. What? You see, maybe that's why we got shackles on us. You see the client slowly separating from the book's environment, becoming something foreign. Damn, aren't these henchmen going to come for us? They don't have a direct route to that book. Besides, they won't like what's waiting for them there. You keep pulling the papers. It gets more and more difficult to pull. What's going on now? Now is not the time to give up. No, I'm not giving up. This is as hard as I can pull. Right now, they're already outside already. Now we add another force. You bend your knees, ready to jump upward. You push off the ground. Smack! You hear an unbelievably loud, crunchy sound. So loud that it feels like the whole world must be able to hear it. With a ringing sound, the paper in your hands separates itself from the book and flies upwards with you. Damn it, I think I twisted my knee again. What on earth was that? Where the hell am I? What have you done? He looks around. You'll find out soon enough. Collector suddenly jumps up and aims a gun at you. It's an antique decorated with a swirling pattern. Take me back. Hey, calm down. Just calm down. Etienne, hands over the book now. Where's my book? I'm afraid nothing would come out of it. Hey, don't joke around with him. That thing I just did. They'll hear it. Oh, it's the police. Oh, you make too much noise. The police. The writers' police. Writers' police. Nobody move. Hey, you, drop the gun. No, another step, or I shoot him. Boss, that's Lyra Russian. The collector? What the hell is going on here? Etienne, are you mixed up in this? Oh, hello, officer. Hold on. How'd you recognize me? You come in for a question, that time in a coat. Ah, damn, I disguised my face, but I forgot to put on a different coat. The question we came to during the middle of the game. Yo, Fabio, how are you doing today? Are you fabulous today? I'll warn you, I won't surrender alive. He aims the gun at the police officer, then back at you. And hold back your little pet rider there. I see him. Smirking. He puts his hands up and looks at the office, waiting for a signal. Well, no, we'll come to an agreement and everything will just fine. Well, where's my book? I don't think we'll come into an agreement with you, thief. What? Now we're going to make a deal. I'm going to walk away. You're accused of stealing thousands of objects. I'm not letting you go anywhere. That's enough. Suddenly turning to you. This is all because of you, you bastard. The sound of a shot rings. Etienne! You close your eyes. Damn it! You open your eyes and look down. The metal of Roderick's cage protected you from the bullet, but there's not much left of it now. You see a small, ragged scrap of paper inside. Derek, you moron! I told you to stop talking. Sorry, boss. You're right, Walker. Now it's your turn. Hands up. You look at the remains of the paper in your hand. Don't make us use force. Call it is just in shock. Etienne, it's best if you come with us. We'll talk about this at the station, okay? Hold on. What's in his hand? It's a car. It's a character, not one from this book. Etienne, are you out of your mind? You carrying around a stolen character, even in your current situation. Derek, I can't take an isolated character. Call for backup. You shove the officer. His head slams into Derek, who staggers backwards. I shout, damn it. What the hell is going on? Who's Derek? Oh shit. Oh fuck, the real police is here. Jump out the window. Oh man. What a mess. Aren't we like the 3rd floor? That is a fucking menace. Also, I think he's fucking dead. Leroy Russian, known as the Collector, was detained by the Writers Police. Later, he was sentenced to execution. Eraser. The entire chain of writers who used their service to buy stolen items of the book plagiarism was detained, and the criminal received a sentence from 5 to 15 years. Etienne Quiz was detained 5 minutes after escape. His stolen character was not found on him. So we don't know who Roderick is? Not sure if any normal... 28 years later, normal book writer could like shove a few policemen on the side. No, we're on the buff side. The hell? That's a book city? Is that... This could be prison, you know? Maybe they imprison you inside a book. Well... Wiz, how you doing? We're at the end of the game. I think this is his house. Take off disguise. You run ahead on your face. Hey, look at that! We're not 35. Wait, that's 28 years later. We're like 57-ish. 57. 57? 50, 67. 57. 67. 67. 63. 63? My God. 63. I love you. Thank you. I'm doing good. Yay. All chat love you. You're fabulous. Alright, now I'm ready. I'm not ready. Where the hell are we? What's going on? Empty carriage. As we go to the front page. I think this is Roderick's home. This is Roderick's book. Okay, 28 years later, we were probably being released from prison. And we came to Roderick's book. Maybe to meet him. How you doing, Mimic? Very chill. Chill to the spine. Ooh. Living room. Books are arranged neatly on the shelves. Hallway. Our friend Roderick has been a mysterious character in a cage this whole time. I think it's him. Is this Roderick? Let's see. Sir? How can I help you? My name is Etienne. You probably don't remember me. We worked together a long time ago. I can't even recall that. Are you sure you're in the right place? I'm sure I'd even say we're partners. I just wanted to see how how things are going for you. Everything is alright. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm back. What, son? He nods to the man by the window. Holmes, he nods back. Anyone, sir? I'm on my way out. Someone you know, what, son? I'm not sure. Are you quite certain you're alright, sir? Yeah, my apologies again for disturbing you. I can't switch their voices, but I think we worked with Watson this whole time. Would you like some tea, sir? from the famous book Sherlock Holmes. Well, time to go back. Yeah, let's go. Whoa. The outside computer world. Hey, that's our apartment. I think. Maybe this is our, the book that we've been writing. They worked. Oh, this is a Sherlock Holmes book. Well then. The cage, Roderick's cage is open. Oh! We opened the cage and we put Roderick back in the book. So Roderick Watson, he was missing from the book, and we, after 28 years. So this is a game of, you know, who cares about the shackles? We spent time in jail, but we found a friend. And at the end of the day, we put him back. This story was actually about the friendship between Etienne and Roderick. Also, Watson. Etienne Queens, congratulations, return to the ranks of the writing professions. Please find a sheet attached with the details, information, how to sentence time served. The final calculation of time served. Initial sentence 30 years. Assistance in capturing a particularly dangerous criminal 3 years minus. Fleeing from police officer plus 2 years. Willingly turning yourself into police 1 year minus. Total time served 20 years. Oof. A good sum up of what happened. And I think this is our book. Time to write. Do you just write, or do you go in and write from the inside? That's a good question in this world. Mimic was a dice. Yay! 4 people, look at them. That was a great game. Pachi, Pachi. That was a really good game. Look at that, Anton. It's Russian. Andrei, Olga, it's Russian people. It's a Russian company, I would say. Hey, it's many Russians. Russians are known to be masters of writing. Dostoevsky and you know, other great writers. Oh, I've seen, now it reminds me, I've seen in the Steam forum someone asked about the writers. They moved to America, so taxes paid there. But yeah, it's a originally Russian company. I would say it's a bunch of Russians who really, really, really love literature in a great way. And they've done an amazing work. I love this game. Reminds me a lot of Disco Elysium. Some Inscription. Some old Fallout. Not many are good at making games, so I would like to see an actually good game. It's a wonderful game. Thank you for making this. It was an honor. And it was a really chill day as well. Read very softly, it was nice. Do my best 2023. Also, small credits, love it. It's a good game all over. Makes me want to go to YouTube and see other endings. Do you think there's other endings to this game? Never know, right? Well, we're going to stream again in 2 hours. 3 hours. In 3 hours, right? Yeah, 6, 9. 3 hours from now, I'm going to show that Russians are amazing. When I studied writing in university, there was a Russian short story about an overcoat. I forgot the name, and I forgot the name of the author. Google something with Google or. It's very famous, and his story about the overcoat is very famous. So we read that. It was a very unique experience. Russian literature is pretty damn good. We're going to stream again in 3 hours with Miu. Make sure to check it out because my feet are going to interview her feet. So I'm gonna go get prepared. I'm gonna get Miu prepared. We're gonna set up everything properly. And until then, let's raid Haru. I'm gonna collab with Haru on Monday morning. We're gonna talk about some animes. Until then, Haru, let's give her some love. Mimic raid. Nice fire. Nice fire, nice fire. Woo! Have a good rest of the day. Thank you so much for everyone who joined. Love you all. Find your parents, guardians. Tell them you love them as well. Say I love you to your mom. Very important. And I'll see you all next time. But for some reason, huh? I cannot click raid now, so we're gonna have to wait for a bit. While I'm waiting for the raid to happen, I'm gonna tell you a story. One time, there was a book. Wait, why am I a dice mimic? I could have been a book mimic, you know? A book mimic. Wouldn't that be kind of cool? Being a book mimic? Sorry. My mimic instincts turned me to a chicken for a moment. It won't happen again until it happens again. More new games from Xbox Game Pass in the future. I'll be back.